لا تحسب أن الدين بعيد عن حب وحياة وبهجرك.
Now, I just mentioned some interpretations, some meanings and application in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Many people, instead of going to know Allah, they say, tell us that special name through which whatever we say happens. So they're not interested in Allah Jalla Majduhu. They are again interested in their ego and desires, and they just want to use that for their personal gain, not to know Allah. Now these are deluded people. There is a story of one of the greatest Shadli Mashayikh, Shaykh Abul Hasan Ali Shadli and Shaykh Abdul Salam bin Mashish, rahimahullah ta'ala. When Imam Abul Hasan al-Shadili, rahimahullah, was there under tarbiyah and under training, in his heart came, he was teaching the names of Allah, his heart came that which is the Isme-Ul-Azam, the greatest name by which everything, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses, and by which you can get anything you want, you pray. Isme-Ul-Azam, meaning your du'as becomes accepted. So at that time, Imam Abul Hasan Ali Shazali says that in my heart this question was being was going again and again, coming in my mind and heart, this question that what is, if I wish I know the name of Isme-Ul-Azam, the greatest name. See, at that time there was a son of Shaykh Abdul Salam bin Mashish sitting at a very young age on his lap, and he said, instead of Shaykh Abdul Salam bin Mashish, his teacher, the son answered, he said that, oh Uncle Abul Hasan, why do you not yourself become the Isme-Ul-Azam? Why you yourself do not become the Isme-Ul-Azam? Meaning that why don't you become so obedient, so pious and righteous that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just accepts what you ask, and you become a maqbool servant and worshipful a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then you yourself are as though Isme-Ul-Azam, meaning actually what the dua you do is accepted. Shaykh Abdul Salam rahimahullah ta'ala, he smiled, he said, so Abul Hasan, the child has answered you what was coming in your mind. Forget about that. Think about yourself. Why don't you become Isme-Ul-Azam? Because so that you become so righteous, so beloved of Allah, that actually through you others get accepted. Through you, by you, others are blessed. You become the blessed, and you have that ability. You have that ability to become a maqbool, a pious and the righteous. So, meaning one should have pure intention to learn, that we want to learn about our Creator Allah, who He is. Have we ever thought about it, who He really is? To learn about His attributes. We find more interest in dunya, in Jannah, whilst all these things are nothing compared to actually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sifat and one sifat. But we are so attracted, we have this, we see the beauty on the earth, or beauty in women, or beauty of cars and others. We think, oh, it's fascinating, the colors, the food and the fruits and the tastes. Well, it's nothing, because we do not know, so that's why actually we go. Those who know more than others about Allah's Ma'rifah, they even do not find any attraction in dunya or in akhirah, because their whole self, inner self, are diverted towards Allah Jalla Majalla. Atom, every stone, oh, this stone looks very nice. this gold looks very nice, etc., etc. So that pull so much so that it distracts, actually. So knowing, and those people who mostly, they do wird meaning they read, and tasbih in their hand, and they are doing for Allah's name, they are doing it for worldly gain as well. Mostly. They want to, someone wants car, someone wants wife, someone wants this, someone that. All they are using, not for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't want to know Allah azza wa jal. They just want actually their desire, and they're just using the tasbih and the names for that. So they are not, they will get reward. Okay, they're saying something good, they might get that thing as well. But really, they've lost the purpose. So intention should be pure. Niyat should be pure. You want to know the king. Kingdom is his. Kingdom will come. Kingdom is there. He's his creator. But knowing the king is the highest thing, actually. So little bit again, what we are saying is it's not even speck of dust compared to who Allah is, because it's infinite. His sifat are so many. We can not be infinite, actually, as I said, without actually number. And one of them is such vast and great. As I said, what you see here and in the galaxies, and also in Akhirah, if you go in Jannah, what you see in Jannah, or if you see Arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's all one quality of Allah which has done that. This is the Khaliq. And that also, actually, to a limit, it has done. It has more power. One sifat have more power. Imagine then the delicacy, the depth, and the greatness of the quality of one quality of Allah, that due to that one quality, Arsh has been created. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's nur has been created because of that one sifa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because it said فَخَلَقَةُ الْخَلْقِ that the first creation was the prophetic light. But who created, how did it come through? With the one quality of Allah, Khaliq, Khalq. So from there to Arish, to paradise, to heavens and heavenly kingdom, 7 skies, angels, malaika, earth, the inhabitants, me, you, our faces, everything, one equality. Abhi wo uska bhi puri tarah, it not fully actually that was used, you may say, actually, however much ever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willed. That is the power. That is the actually greatness. So beyond we cannot imagine, our minds cannot actually think even beyond that. So we begin briefly with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Jalla wa ala, his personal name. Now the physical beauty you can see in that name, and it is said that it begins with alif, comes from the chest, Allah, alif begins from it, and ha again actually it comes back to the chest as well. So a name as though which begins from the heart and again ends actually there as well. So in it, the name itself has a glory, a beauty. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, have you seen any name like the name of Allah? There are millions of names. Allah has more names as well, but none like this name for a person. Its physical structure is also unique. Like Allah is unique, his physical structure of the name, how actually the alif and the lam that a person have not seen.